What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something special. It is my original bike that I started this channel off with. It is my KX250F. It's not mine. I sold it and my buddy's been riding it for quite a while now. It has a total of 103 hours at this time, and he put this thing to use, and for some reason it's not starting anymore. And there's like no compression, can't really start it at all. I adjusted the valves probably like 10 or 15 hours ago, but I have a feeling that the compression is not there because of the rings. I feel like those things are going out, and I'm gonna figure out what's going on. And I already ordered the piston, rings, top end gaskets. Hopefully that's what's going on. And yeah, so anyways, this thing has seen better days, but I want to get this thing done and out of here. So let's get started. All right, she's all cleaned up. Check out these bars. Those things are bent. Anyways, it's pretty beat up. Plastics are beat up. Those bars definitely took a hit. Chain is a little kinked. Here's some spots where it's a little hard, like right here, but that needs to be replaced. But anyway, I'm gonna dive into this thing. We're gonna figure out what's going on, get this thing all fixed up, fired up, and give it back. Alright guys, check it out. Oh, don't mind the black air filter. Let's just look past that. Alright, fine, the air filter is black. Pulled the spark plug, and here it is. It is, I can see water on there. Now, I kind of already cleaned it a little bit, but it was wet. And look at that crush washer, that thing is dirty as well. And then I went to check spark. Do this spark, but watch the cylinder, or watch where the spark plug goes. I don't know if you can see that. So there's vapor shooting out, like water shooting out of there. So something tells me this bike didn't just run and die. I think this thing ran into a lake, and that's probably why we lost compression. Rings are shot. No compression. So that's my theory. So I might have to dump the oil later just to see if it's milky or not. So yeah, Alright, so mid-process update. The two intake valves were so tight, and that is what's causing the low compression. So I re-shimmed them, probably about like, I don't know, about 3 to 4 shims down from what was in there. And I just did a little compression test. We're at 120, and that's, you know, considering the decompression lever, you know, is working. Before this, I had about 70 PSI. So changing out those shims really helped a lot. I have a feeling the rings and piston is okay, but still on the way. We'll see what my buddy wants to do. But yeah, I'm gonna put it back together and fire it up. All right, got the bike semi put back together. Gonna see if I can fire it up. Also running without the filter because it's right here. I did clean it. This is the best this one's gonna be. Probably should replace this one, but we can re-oil it, reuse it, and that's no problem. But anyway, so yeah, let's see if it fires up. All right, so let's see if this thing fires up. I'm gonna choke it. Let's see. Oh yeah, compression, much better. All right, so she runs. I'm gonna clean this thing up, adjust those bars, and we should be ready to rip on this thing. All right, so I'm gonna quickly adjust his bars. You gotta take in order for them to go down so much. All right, so now I got some air filter oil here. Don't mind that it looks black, as I mixed about 2 or 3 brands of filter oil in here, so over time. But anyways, wash this filter. Doesn't look the best, but it is clean. I checked everything. It's all glued inside. So anyways, just gonna dip it in, let it soak in here one time, and then I'm going to squeeze out the oil. Now you definitely do not want to wring it out because you will rip this filter. You'd be surprised how much oil this filter can actually hold. You can just see how sticky it is. You can see all those oil strands. All right, so what I like to do next, get some grease, go around the edge. It's sealed better to the air box. No dust can slip by. All right, now it's ready to be put back on the bike. All right, cage is back on. I have this plastic piece right here. Just like that, air filter is done. All right, so I got the bike back together, and the last thing left to do on this bike is replacing that tire right there. It's looking a little bit used and abused, and I have a Michelin Star Cross tire here that I've kept around the shop for a while. I have no use for it. It is a 19, and I mainly use 18s anyway. So I checked the PSI in the front. We're about 7.5, which is all right because it's a fatty tire, and the type of riding he does is mostly in the woods, sand kind of thing, not really too much track at all. And then I went and I checked the pressure in this tire. See if I can do this one-handed. $29.5. Wow, a little too much, so we'll fix that. So let's hop on over and take this wheel off and swap out the tire. The rear tire's back on the bike. As you saw, I even replaced these brake pads. The old ones are pretty worn out. And I'm not gonna lie, I did puncture the tube twice. So the first time was the original one, punctured it, had an extra one, and I threw that one on. Punctured it as well. It was pretty embarrassing, didn't want to include it in the video. I wanted to make you guys think that I'm just, good at everything, but Anyways, yeah, just kidding around. You know, this stuff happens and it's okay. Super easy to mess up and puncture it. And one thing you guys have to do, make sure you back up the nut to the cap, not to the rim. A lot of people back it up to the rim. So yeah, just a little tip right there. Anyways, this bike is all finished up, starts, it runs, have everything done on it, and it's ready to rip. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Wasn't anything too crazy. I thought maybe I would get into the top end rebuild, but we decided to hold off on that because everything seems to be fine. Compression is good, it's not smoking, but you did see that all that water coming out of the exhaust when I first started it. So I think a little water got into the exhaust system, maybe through the filter a little bit, but everything seems to be okay. It's running now, and I don't think I have to do anything major on it yet. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one.